Alrighty, folks. Well, good evening and welcome to another session of our Vecna, Eve of Ruin. I'm your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our Maze Balls players this evening.
No.
Hello.
Hi.
Do kids still say that, Maze Balls?
I don't recall a time when I was a kid saying that, so I'm gonna go with no.
Yes, they said it all the time. And it's the newest cool thing, the Maze Balls. I think it
I'll,
might
I'll, I'll
might have
believe
been
you.
might have been some early 2000s
Yeah, it was when I was a
Indeed.
kid that
lingo.
was happening.
I'm gonna
The
choose to believe you.
LOL barbecue sauce, lols, bleat, something or another. There's barbecue sauce in there at some point. But speaking about barbecue
Not awesome
sauce,
sauce.
yeah, awesome sauce. Well, there was barbecue sauce too, but like there's like bleat something barbecue. There was barbecue. I know there was barbecue sauce thing. I'll look it up later. But speaking of barbecue sauce and awesome sauce, there was some not so awesome sauce on one of the armors you found last time. So let's talk about what happened last time before we get into what's going to happen, or what is happening this time. Last time, as robed figures appeared to attack Nero, Dread got dragged by some shadows into the unlit fireplace. Larissa quickly teleported away after him, leaving you all to deal with these enemies within. However, there was another guest here at Death House this evening as well. An elven wizard ally, seemingly knowing about each of you, at least to a degree. He helped in this battle, as the robed people got back up several times after pulses from their tattoos on their hands brought them back. You eventually destroyed the tattoos as well, causing them, well, to not come back anymore. Finally, having a chance to speak with this elf. His name was Elrian Silverwind, and was sent by Illustrial to aid you in your recovery of the artifacts. Still no Dread or Larissa in sight. Continued your search, and found some suits of armor in a library, one of them bleeding. Inspecting further, the suits of armor animated, and apparently their clanging called other suits to come up and down the stairs to meet you on the balcony. Quickly dispatching these, though, Zom inspected the bleeding armor, while the rest of you checked out the library, discovered a secret room with a handful of secrets in it as well. Unfortunately, Zom made a terrible finding. The body in the suit of armor belonged to Jeffrey. Even though headless, wanting to find Larissa quickly, you headed up the stairs, started searching around. In one room up in the third floor, you found Sarasanda having just battled two of these rope figures herself, wounded. The figures rapidly animated, as you had seen happen before, and one of them erupted into a fire as its skull popped off, trying to blast fire itself. But dispatching these a lot quicker because you knew how to handle them. You spoke to her for a bit afterwards, and she was concerned, but not overly worried about the situation. She said she'd look out for your missing friend and let you know if she found anything in this cursed place. Searching the third floor thoroughly, all hope for finding a way up seemed almost lost until Zom sat to take a breather, noticed footprints leading to a mirror. Sliding the large glass aside revealed a door behind it, with stairs leading up. And that is where we will pick up as you guys are heading up the stairs. Yeah, as you guys head up the stairs, up this attic hall. Creeping up, there you are met with I'm going to put you guys all in a hallway. Larissa, just use your imagination, if you can, if you can believe it. But in this hall, there would be a doorway that is open leading up. Dimly lit.
Just keep going, I guess.
Yeah, Zom, as you enter up here, you hear a sudden crash through the window as Larissa comes flying through the room. As Larissa, the last thing you remember was like you leapt out of a window. You were trying to get out of here. And you're back, crashing through another one. As
Jesus Christ! Shake off the shards. That didn't go to plan.
What?
Oh. You're here! I've been looking for you guys. And Jeffrey. We got separated.
Yeah,
From
we
Jeff.
don't really have good news about Jeff.
What?
Something got to him first.
You can tell that Larissa is having a very hard time believing this. He's like, are you sure? Like, it's Jeff. That man could take on a fucking rhino. And probably kill the rhino. Like, are you sure?
Sure what did it, but yeah, we're pretty sure.
He's in the bag, isn't he? Show her the bag.
Yes. The bag doesn't necessarily like. I'm not getting him out unless. We don't need to go through this again.
Larissa,
Just the only one in there.
you would also notice there's an elf, silver-haired, in robes behind dude going up the stairs.
He's just kind of awkwardly watching as this takes place. This conversation kind of just happens again.
You can tell that Larissa is still, I guess, in the not denial stage. Like, And then she looks at this new fellow and she's like, and you are...
Awkward pause. Elrian.
And your
Another awkward
purpose?
pause. Illustrio sent me to help recover the artifacts.
Oh.
It is
Okay.
good to meet you.
My name's Larissa.
I'm
Hey,
Elrian, he says again as he sticks out his hand for a handshake.
I mean, we thought that Brindreg was good with lightning and that I was good with lightning. This guy on another level. You should have seen it. He came in, looked at his book, then like shocked like 7, 8 people in the room. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh. You're a wizard, aren't you?
He says as he just kind of nods his head. His handshake is, definitely notice, definitely not what you would describe as a Hank Hill approved firm handshake.
Limp
He's
noodle?
not very good at this. Kind of, yeah. He's trying. He's just not very good at this.
Oh, it's...
Lightning. Yes. lightning.
Yes, just don't zap me, please. Been there, done that. Do not wish for it to happen again.
I said
Why
sorry.
would I do that? He kind of cocks his head a little bit.
I don't know, Elrian.
I said sorry. Gosh.
Hmm.
Are you guys all right?
We've been beaten up, but it will be fine.
This place is creepy. I don't like it.
Yes, there was this person with this tattoo on their hand, and
Hmm.
they just would not stay down.
Destroyed the hand.
Well, yeah, I had to blast it off, but
Yeah.
not exactly pleasant.
I mean,
I just dispelled it. But whatever.
I don't know
works.
how to do that.
But you use what you do know, and that is good.
Oh,
It works.
where did you... Where... There's... She pauses. She's thinking. Where did you find Jeffrey?
downstairs. 2 floors down. Well,
He was in an animated suit of armor.
when we last saw you, the other room was in a piece of armor.
Was it all of him?
Unfortunately not. He
Okay.
would say, well, I would say he would say his best part was missing.
So he's headless. Well, I guess we've got a secondary objective as well.
Indeed.
It would hardly be right to send him on his way without his quote-unquote gorgeous face.
We need to find the rest of him. And clean up whatever is going on in this house.
No.
Pick a door.
Yes, you would see one to the south, one to the north, and then a hallway with 2 on either side of it. Window now broken, overlooking just all you can see is mist outside of the window, this fog.
I guess we go south to north to west. Counterclockwise.
It's a house. They're not that far away. If anything happens, we're close enough. We can group up, pair up. Don't all have to do this together.
All right, well, let's go see that door down there. Nero's gonna open that door slowly.
As you open the door, creaking eerily. Dust billows up as you open it. Looks to be a small bedroom.
We'll slowly go in, and he's gonna look around and see if he can see or hear anything in the room that's out of place.
As you look around this place, you would note 2 things. First, this room looks like it hardly gets use. But secondly, you swear for a moment, there's a rocking chair in the corner that you see just barely moving, like someone was just rocking it.
Usually look better, Larissa. Would I be still able to see invisible things, or that would have gone away by this time?
I'd say it would have gone away by this point.
I first got it when we first started.
So we'll say you got like 10
got
minutes
better.
left of it. So yeah, you got it.
Okay, do I see anything sitting on the chair?
You do not.
He's gonna turn back. I don't see anything, but that chair is moving by itself, Larissa. As he points to the rocking chair.
Just a narrow
Everything
bed,
seems to move.
the nightstand, a rocking chair. Looks like a emptied wardrobe. The shelves and stuff are still open. And there's a small iron stove that you can see there's a fire actually going in it. Windows exiting out to the south and southwest.
He's gonna move in and investigate the chair a little bit more, see if, like, look at it, try to like stop it from moving, see if it moves back again.
Sure,
By itself.
give me a investigation check. While Nero's doing this, what are the rest of you doing?
Not 20.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
I go to the farthest door and we'll work outside in.
Are you going bottom or top?
North, I'll go up.
All right. Opening the northern door, you can see this room contains, looks to be a narrow bed, nightstand. There's actually this is the one. The other one has a. I've switched them up, but essentially similar furnishings to the other one. The other one has a writing desk, while this one has cabinetry.
Take a minute and go through the drawers just to see what I can find.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Actual one.
With an actual one, not a nat
Not
one.
a natural one.
Not a natural one. Yeah, as you're going through the drawers, you see dozens and dozens of spiders. Horrible, horrible spiders filling one of the drawers in here.
Ugh.
Burn it.
They all skitter out and start to skitter on top of you. Go ahead and give me a dex save.
Five.
Jeez.
The dice are not with you tonight, Sam.
You take 1 point of piercing damage, reduced to 0.
0.
And 8 points of poison damage.
Jeez, that's like the hardest I've ever been hit.
As about a dozen, 8 spiders all bite you at once, essentially.
Gross.
Meanwhile, Nero, as you inspect this rocking chair, you stop it. And then you let it go, looking around, watching the floor carefully, watching the chair. The rocking chair starts rocking again, ever so slightly. Looking it over, trying to figure it out. There's one of the boards here that's loose that almost kind of makes it ever rocking, just in the way it's positioned.
He's gonna sigh a bit. Okay, there's no one on it. As he points to that board is just misaligned.
That's a cruel joke.
Yeah, I mean, it's an old house. What do you expect?
Yes. Is there anything around that corner?
A nice
It's a window.
little window looking out.
I want to look in that desk right there.
You're looking through the desk, it's empty. Completely empty.
Anything in that bed table?
You can see that the drawers are slightly open and ajar. You can see into them. That is also empty.
All right, well,
This is like spare bedrooms.
Empty room.
But
Guess we go up.
comfortably warm in here from the burning stove.
Another one. Can I have a look and see what might be cooking, if anything?
Well, it's just there's no pots or anything on. It's just the wood burning stove. So
I see.
fire's burning inside, but there's nothing cooking on top of it.
Okay. Hmm.
All right, I guess we go open the north door and then back up with the other two.
Why?
This dude's just hanging out by the door that you guys first came up here. It's a creepy and creaky attic for sure. Like every step creaks, and every step you almost swear you hear smaller footsteps right behind every step you make. Just a brief moment, gone.
We can't be alone here, but as to what is accompanying us, I don't know.
All right. Let's go back up.
All right, you head back up.
We're gonna try the other door, the north door.
All right, as you creak open the north door, inside you see two small wood frame beds, a toy chest, and a dollhouse. A perfect miniature replica of this dreary mansion that you guys are in. Like,
This
perfect
isn't creepy
replica.
at all. This isn't creepy at all.
I wonder if there's like secret passages and stuff in the dollhouse.
Can I look at the dollhouse and see
But
where we are and see if I could find any? See if I could look at it and figure out where we are and any indication as to where we should probably be going.
Absolutely, give me an investigation check. What's everyone else doing in this moment?
How wild would it be if we were in there? Like there were little mini.
That's
huts.
exactly what I was thinking.
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Insane.
Oh gosh. There's a bunch
Nero's
of
gonna
mini
look at the
houses.
other, like the toy
Still like
chest
that.
and
It's
the room in general. Like, is there anything under the beds?
yeah. So give me specific. What are you looking for? What are you looking at? One specific thing, if you had to look through or at.
Like anything that would not be in a child bedroom, like.
This looks like a
Oh, that's
child's
good.
room. There's like the rocking horse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But anything that is literally out of place in a child's bedroom.
What are you looking at? What are you in? What specific part? We got, like, for example, Elrian is inspecting the dollhouse.
Oh, where was that?
He is pouring through the dollhouse. At the moment.
Probably looking through the. Probably he's not going to be there, but looking through the toy chest for maybe the artifact or something like that.
Looking through the toy chest. All right. What about Zom, Dude, and Larissa? And Nero, I need an investigation check as well.
Yes, I'll just go in and I'll just kind of like touch the rocking horse and then just kind of like
Not one.
look at the
Jeez.
rocking horse, not inspecting it or not. I just go and just touch it. And
It's just balance. I did a nat 20. I got to do that one.
Absolutely.
A man of extremes.
As the rocking horse rocks, you can swear you almost hear it neigh. Elrian, though, as you are inspecting this home, this miniature replica, you see all the intricacies of this home. There is a shaft of a staircase going all the way down from the attic floor. You can find these hidden compartments. It's in the one room that you guys haven't encountered. Some sort of storage room. All the little lights aglow inside. In fact, you would see in the wolf den where there's 3 miniature wolves. Underneath one of them in the corner is a trap door leading down. The dollhouse doesn't have a basement, but there is also a staircase shaft going down from the attic all the way down even further. But oddly enough, yes, it's your worst nightmare of Inception, as you would see ghostly doll figures of each of you, of the group, doing exactly what they're doing, but in doll form. So they're, you know, like someone's playing with them, like marionettes. But worst of all, you see other figures in the exact same areas. You notice it before they get the jump. So Elrian, I will not give you disadvantage on your initiative. So you will be the only one who actually has advantage on your initiative. Everyone else will have a straight roll. As you would notice, there's something moving beyond in the room that you guys haven't been through. Looks like a bunch of cloth-covered furniture. There would be 2 figures under the beds in this room. And there would be a 3rd figure creeping outside the window of the attic hallway. And we are going to roll initiative. At
Bro.
that.
Where's my token? There it is.
Dude, where's my
Alright.
token?
How do I roll initiative on this thing?
Take
I
it.
roll with advantage. I usually just roll twice, but I need to like actually figure out the mechanic. Roll with advantage.
Didn't cancel it out, but I rolled the same thing, so whatever.
It's fine. It works, it works.
Yeah, I'll just have to roll twice.
At the top, you should be able to see.
Of course.
As they are going to roll initiative now, 2.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
Man.
Oh, hello. Been a while since we've seen these guys again.
It's better.
Technically, they should be rolling with advantage, but Elrian will call out, giving pause for a moment as you hear the hissing from around the areas. And so you would notice that there are 2 under the bed. One of them is getting stuck in some of the I don't know, there's like a blanket down there that he's tangled up in.
You aren't little children.
They are far from little children.
Nope. Definitely not.
Yeah, Zom, the door opens up right next to you, and someone lunges out at you. Actually, they'll skitter along the wall there and reach out to try to claw you. Well, that was so close. Getting a 15 with their first attack. And a 25 with their second.
I can't do anything about a 25.
As they grab a hold of you, you take 10 points of slashing damage. Reduced to 5? 4?
Yep.
5? As it grabs a hold of you, you are grappled by them, and they are going to try to bite down on you. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
23, natural
23. They get a fangs full of metal as they do grab a hold of you, though, but it's definitely one of those situations where they're stuck with you, not you're stuck with them. But that will take us to the one who crashed through the window will immediately lunge towards Larissa. You should be here. As it rushes
I
towards
agree.
you and tries to claw out at you, trying to grab a hold of you, getting a 19 with its first attack.
Yep.
As you take 6 points of damage, grabs a hold of you, pulls you close, and then just scratches like across you as it grabs a hold, getting a nat 20.
Yeah.
As you take, crits aren't too bad with these guys, 11 points of slashing damage. But then you
Okay.
hear the hissing as he opens his mouth and tries to bite down onto your neck. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm going to spend a lucky point to give myself advantage.
Absolutely. As you should.
Saving throw.
With a 12.
Are you? Yeah.
You take, it doesn't actually do it.
Mhm.
You take 3 points of piercing damage
Yep.
as you feel its fangs bite into the back of your neck. And you take 14 points of necrotic damage as your blood is being drained. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 14.
Okay.
That will end its turn as it's grabbing a hold of you. That will take us to Elrian. Wait, I did the wrong one. It's too late now.
Oh dear. Okay. Let's see.
You know, they're under the bed, so they will have good cover
Yeah.
from you. But you know they're
Yeah.
there.
Do know they're there. We're gonna. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and burn a second level spell slot to just kind of misty step away a bit.
All right, where are you misty stepping to?
Let's see, 30 feet. I can go back
Yeah.
here-ish.
Into the corner.
Probably, yeah. Nope. Yeah, nope out of there. I've seen what dude can do. I'm pretty confident in his abilities, but I do see the thing latched onto Larissa, so I'm just gonna. That was my bonus action, and with my action, I'm going to cast a humble firebolt.
Okay. Fire whisking out towards this vampire. 28 absolutely hits.
We're gonna.
For 16 points of fire damage. As it burns, they hiss back at you.
And I think that's gonna be it for me.
All right, that will take us to Zom. Zom, this guy's grabbed a hold of you, trying to bite onto you, but you're harder to bite than he anticipated.
Indeed. Is there a reason not to?
Free real estate.
I can see too. Nobody goes through. Yeah, I'll just. Oh. I'm just gonna turn undead.
Okay.
Everyone within 30 feet of me.
Do they have to see you?
I don't know. As a magic and since you're undead creatures, each undead of your choice within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw.
Each undead of your choice. So I would rule you'd have to know that they exist then. If it's of your
That's
choice.
fine. I can see two of them.
You can
That's
see
fine.
2 of them.
2 is plenty.
As they make wisdom saves.
Saving throw.
Got a 15 and a 9.
Both will fail. I'm going to deal some damage as soon as I find it. There it is. Both. Oh, 15. Not that 2. I have Divine Strike
Alright, they'll
on.
take 15 points of radiant damage, and they will be fleeing next chance they get. I would say, Larissa, this guy would let go of you in this moment. And Zom, he would let go of you as well, obviously. As it burns, this radiant light just burns into them. Anything else for Zom?
No, they're turned, so I'm good.
That will take us to Dude. Dude, you hear the skittering of 2 creatures under the beds.
My head under. Hey, you're definitely not little children. You like this?
And they're like clinging to the bed, to the top of the bed, or like the underside of the bed, so they're like climbing essentially under the roof.
I'll take a step back right here, and I will pull out the drift globe, and I'll say soul, and cast daylight, or what is it? The big bright one.
Yep, it's daylight.
Yeah. And then bonus action, I guess I'll just kick this guy underneath the he's underneath the bed.
As shit gets blinding light from inside this children's room.
Ooh, a natural 20.
Nat 20. Which guy are you kicking?
The top right.
All right.
Ooh. 18 points of force damage.
It'll take 18 points of force damage.
And that'll do it for my turn.
All right, that will take us to the guy under the bed as he starts his turn, clambers out from under the bed, taking 20 points of radiant damage, burning, and he will leap at Dude as best he can.
Bring it on.
Getting a 20 with his first attack.
Yep.
Nat 1 with his second attack.
Misses.
As he scratches across, it brings you close. You take 10 points of damage and are grappled. He will then bite you. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Am I able to deflect that and not be grappled, or how does that? Because I'll go ahead and use my reaction and deflect the damage.
I'd say you wouldn't take any damage, but you will still be grappled.
29 of it.
Yeah, you deflect all of it. As he grabs a hold of you, quickly pull his arm across, but he still grabs onto you.
So I just kind of lock him up in my gi.
And then he will quickly
He locks me up.
Quickly go for a bite. And I need a...
I'll give him a disadvantage. Is it an attack?
It's a saving throw on your part.
Okay.
Constitution.
Con save. 29.
As he bites into a bit of your gi, and that will end his turn. Taking us to Nero.
The one that's grappling onto Dude, we're gonna cast Starry Wisp at him.
Okay.
23.
Is your Starry Wisp more of like you shoot it with your bow kind of deal, or is it just magic?
No, in magic it would like a light ball of light would appear in his hands, and he would just throw it with his
All
hand.
right, a 23 will hit.
So 14.
You'll take
I didn't remember
14 points of radiant damage as it burns on his already burning skin, and you can just hear and smell his skin cooking. Anything else for Nero?
As a bonus action, we're gonna have Rama move up and attack this one right there.
All right.
Let's see.
Oh, Rama.
Yeah.
26 with its first attack. 9 force damage.
We'll take 9 force damage. Is that a new save, Zom?
No, he's just free.
All right. As he hisses out towards the beast.
And Rama's second attack, 22
Yes, 22 hit.
for 7 force
He'll
damage.
take 7 force damage as this flying iguana leaps at this guy. He is aware of his surroundings now. Anything else for
And
Nero?
That'll be it.
Taking us to Larissa. Larissa already said he's letting go of you, so he let go of you.
Okay. Let's see. Which one did you attack, dude?
Just got here.
Oh, you attacked the right guy.
That one there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there windows here?
There is a window.
Okay. I am... I'll command this one. Attempt to command.
Mm-hmm.
To flee.
Okay. As he looks at you wide-eyed, you just call out flee. And yeah, he looks towards that little window in the corner there.
Okay, excellent. And then I'm going to use one of my refreshing steps. And doop. And step
6 temp hit
back
points.
here.
Alright, you should give yourself 6 temporary hit
And-
points. Little healing mist upon you. Anything else?
And no, that's end of turn.
Alright.
That's part of the Misty step, right?
Yeah.
So you like just
Yeah.
like boop boop.
Yep.
That's cool.
Extra. For Misty Steps, do extra things. This vampire spawn will skitter out from underneath the bed, immediately taking damage from the drift globe.
Fun.
He is going to lunge out at dude's legs, just leaping out from the wall towards you. Getting an 18 to hit
That meets.
as he grabs a hold of you. Take 5 points of piercing damage. Grabs a hold of your leg, pulls it closer, getting a 20 with his second attack, with both arms pulling your legs as you nearly lose your footing.
Yep.
Okay, another 5 points of slashing damage. And he's going to try to bite onto you as he tries to pulls your foot into his mouth. So give me a Constitution saving throw.
12.
With a 12.
Does that fail?
That does fail.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend a focus and re-roll it.
Okay.
18.
An 18. You can see his mouth going onto the top of your foot, right where all those veins are, to bite onto it. And you quickly kind of kick up and release your foot, or like pull it away for just this brief moment, as he does
Getting
not
clear.
bite onto you. That will take us to this guy. I mean, technically, this guy would run out into through the window too. Crashes through the window. Disappearing zone. He'll disengage and jump out the window. Taking us to this guy, who's going to try to claw at the iguana next to him. Getting a 19 to hit him.
It's
Yeah. Go ahead and take 2 claws. Getting a 20 with his second attack.
both hits.
As they both hit, he'll take 10 and 10 for a total of 20 points of slashing damage. And then he's going to try to take a bite out of that iguana. Let's see what that tastes like. Give me a con save from iguana. Flying iguana.
5.
Flying iguana takes 3 points of piercing damage and 9 points of necrotic damage, as its max hit points have been reduced by 9. As you see that invigorate this guy, as he has been healed. Alrighty, that will take us to Elrian, as this iguana is now being grappled by this. Just kind of took him out of the sky and just grabbed a hold and just bit into the side of this iguana.
I'm gonna try a little funny something. I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver on this bra right
Okay,
here.
okay, a little mind sliver. As what does your mind sliver look like? We haven't seen you cast it yet.
Elrian, with his grimoire in hand, kind of pulls out these kind of like what look like pink ribbons, like these pink ribbons of energy lacing through his fingers, and they shoot out towards the thing's head.
All right, as they shoot out towards his head, he got a 15.
That does not save. Takes 13 psychic damage and subtracts 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be it for me.
All right. That will take us to Zam.
No reason to overthink it. I'm just gonna run up and beat the crap out of this guy.
Run up and beat the crap out of that guy. Why not? And you look over, you can see there are 2 more that are grabbing hold of Dude. One of them is about to, looking towards the window as he's starting to release his grip.
But
And this
doesn't
guy's
actively
actually
have a
still
hold of
broke.
him.
This guy has a hold of him as he's grabbing onto his legs.
On his feet. He's
Yeah.
about to get stomped.
Yeah, he is.
And yeah, I'll just attack this one that's right in front of me.
All right.
Rush it. And flay it. 17.
17 hits with the new vicious flail as you sap him as well.
And strike is checked. Damage. 18 points of damage.
You'll take 18 points of damage as it crunches into him. He yelps out in pain.
Almost minimum damage on the weapon, but maximum damage on the bonus.
Hey, we'll take it.
I did not smite. I don't want to smite. I'm going to use my bonus action to hit it again with
Okay. Swing the flail around, going in for a second strike. Hopefully 22 will hit. Hopefully striking into his dome, his brain thing. As you try to strike into his head, it misses his head, but does scrape up against his ear, and he like kind of up raises his elbow kind of in defense as you get part of his arm too. So he will take 8 points of damage.
Jesus.
That's what you really need to fight vampires.
2, 3, 4,
Power of Christ.
5 of my last 8 dice have been
I
ones.
see that.
One of my favorite D&D jokes is when someone says, Jesus Christ, and someone's like, who's that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened.
All right. That will take us to Dude. This one guy is grabbing hold of your ankles as he starts to get himself up, and this guy still has a hold of you, but he's about to run out. You can see him eyeballing that little narrow window there. Child-sized window.
So this guy is disadvantaged because this guy is grappling me, but is advantaged because he's prone.
He's not
So,
prone.
Farrell, did he just crawl out from underneath the bed and grab my
He
legs?
crawled up from the bed. He's got you like he's next to. He's standing on the wall essentially. He is not prone.
Oh. So his gravity is different than our gravity.
Hey, he can just do whatever he wants.
Like a spider.
Spider climb.
Yep,
That's cool. That's cool.
he is not prone.
So he's actually like reaching up at me. All right, I will. I guess make some attacks at that guy.
And which guy? The guy grabbing you here?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And that's at disadvantage.
It would just be a straight roll. You're not restrained. You're just grappled.
I thought that
Yeah.
grappled gives you disadvantage against anybody other than the grappler. And I thought this guy also has me grappled.
But this guy has you
I don't
grappled.
think so.
I would say
There's nothing about the
since
grapple
you're
condition that says that.
no, there is. But if
Is there?
the downside, I'd say here because you're grappled by both of them would be straight rolls for you.
Perfect.
Grapple.
Go with a 13 on the first one.
That is going to miss as he quickly pushes your leg aside, almost making you karate chop your own leg.
Ooh, not good. Alright, how many luckies do I have left? Alright, we'll use the lucky, maybe give me some advantage on the second one.
Okay.
$14.
That is going to be a miss.
That stinks. Alright,
Yeah.
Just, I don't like being grappled. This guy's about to leave, though. I will... I'll just do one more bonus action attack.
Okay.
Jeez.
As he's him standing on that wall really throws off your game because you're not used to fighting people that are sideways. So it's almost like he's smaller target, but he just moves in weird ways to be able to avoid your attacks.
2, a 3, a 1, and a 2.
Hey, hacks.
Yikes.
That'll do it.
All right, that will take us to this guy. He will let you go, disengage, and jump out that window, like needling the thread of this tiny little window.
Do we take any damage for starting in the light?
He does.
Does that impact anything?
He runs away. He does not explode before he makes it out the window.
I just didn't know if that was like damage and then he got to save again.
I got you. Not that you noticed.
Perfect.
But that will take us to Nero.
We're going to launch an arrow at this guy right there.
All right. I am going to say he is going to have cover from dude. It's close quarters here. So what you ignore cover, so yeah.
I ignore cover.
Sharp shooter.
Longbow. Let's see if that hits. 19.
19 does indeed hit.
And we're gonna use bonus action to do ensnaring strike
Okay.
on
Is that a dex save?
strength save.
Strength save.
Nice.
You got a big 7
All right.
as
So-
vines
Let's do the damage.
snare onto him. You'll take 12 points of piercing damage.
And we're gonna attack another one. Let's see.
And now he is restrained, so you do have advantage.
I'm not gonna need it. I mean, well,
go
we
fishing.
can
Go fish.
go fish. Let's see.
Come on.
All right,
So
a 21. That's it.
Oh.
We're good. We're good.
For another 13.
More as arrow strikes into his shoulder, kind of pinning off against the top as he's ensnared right there.
And that'll be it.
All right. That will take us to Larissa.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing as last time. Except on this guy now.
Command him to flee.
I'm going. Yep.
Got a 17
You
Does not
subtract
save.
D4.
minus a D4. Yeah. So
Doesn't,
even
I
then,
guess it doesn't matter.
a 14 definitely fails. As he has been once again this guy has been ensorcelled by your wiles.
Ew.
And Sorcel.
You're a bit undead for my
Wish you would.
liking, mate.
Yeah.
As you tell him to flee. Anything else for Larissa?
It's been scary.
No. I
All
could
right.
do. No. End of turn.
That will take us to the guy that is restrained here, taking burning light.
1d6. 1d6 at it says 1d6 at the beginning of his turn.
Okay.
So let's see.
Absolutely. Roll that ensnaring strike. For take 3 more points
3.
of damage. As he is burning in the light here, he is scrambling. He values his life. He's going to try to get out of that ensnaringness with his action. Getting an 8. As he is
Failed.
struggling,
Rip.
trying to walk away. That ends his turn.
Would he let go of me?
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. He's trying to get away. It burns! Which will take us to the other guy out here, who puts down the iguana, disengages, and jumps out the window he came in. Hissing. One final hiss as he disappears into the fog beyond. Taking us to Elrian.
Guess I'm gonna kind of walk up here. I don't know really if I could see that guy. I don't know. Zom's a pretty big guy. So do you think I could see him past Zom?
The vampire?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I want to try to
see him
mind
just
sliver him. I don't think I would try.
well. I'd say that's enough. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see him enough to mind sliver.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to firebolt him because I'm afraid I might hit Zom. So
Absolutely.
but we're just gonna.
He got a 9. He dumb.
Yeah, that doesn't work very. That's 8 psychic damage and subtract a d4 from his next save.
Absolutely. Noted and noted. Taking us to Zom.
That's going to be it.
All right. Batter up, Zom.
Yeah, I guess I'll just walk up and hit him.
As he's like, almost like a door stopper thing against the side of the wall, just straight there, just trying to get out of it. So very easy to just strike into him. So you have advantage.
Advantage.
Yes.
19 points
As
of
you
damage.
crunch into him, his body collapses there. Blood dripping out as he does finally collapse to the floor a little bit, still held up by these vines. But this weird warbling would take place as his body erupts into snakes, skitter all over the place.
Gross.
Well,
Slither all over the place, not skitter. But we will end combat there as they slither into the miniature house.
Interesting.
And somehow disappear into it.
Can't be good.
I guess those were vampires if they were trying to bite us like that.
Hey, did anybody get bit? Is that going to turn you into a vampire? Is that what that does?
Hell if I know.
Mm,
Can I Okay, I think I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this question, but it may be different just kind of depending on the DM. But I'm not sure if Elrian would know the answer to that question.
Give me a religion check.
Okay, skills, religion. Here it is.
I think you might also have to bite the vampire, but I'm not 100% sure on that one.
With a 22, yeah, you would know, maybe not the exactness, but it takes more than just a simple bite. These also seemed like weaker vampires, not true vampires, although they were stronger than your average spawn. You've heard of sunlight causing them horrible, not just pain, but difficulties. These seem to be able to withstand it a little better.
I related.
At least we don't have to worry about that. But
Yeah, so no one should be growing things here anytime soon. I think.
You feel any closer to that rod piece? Or are you thinking that we gotta try and find a way down?
we're
Any-
in the right place.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last time it wasn't specific, just that it was close.
Oh, still.
Yeah.
This mist
Was
is
there
probably
was
messing with it,
sorry.
much like the fog in Eberron.
All right, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, did you find anything in that dollhouse?
There was a shaft or a staircase leading all the way down to an area we haven't explored yet. And a trapdoor below these wolves here as I point to the little miniatures you spoke of earlier.
There's a little baby snake among the wolves in the wolf den.
Is that
I
where?
pull my finger away, so I didn't want to get bit by a snake.
I think I know what those wolves were.
Where,
The hunting room.
where he's pointing that passageway? Is that where I found that interior wall that was pretending to be an exterior wall?
Not the wolf one, but the other one, yeah.
The one that goes from the attic all the way down to the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only entrance to it is in the attic.
Gotcha.
Do we want to take a break before we plunge into the heart of the darkness?
You're gonna take a short rest.
Do you think those guys are coming back? I got this light up for about an hour.
With that
Only
light up,
one way to
I
find
highly
out.
doubt it. But
Alright, well, we don't got it going down in the basement then. But yeah, I could use a break.
it lasts for an hour.
Maybe, is it an hour? I think it might be.
It lasts for an hour. Might be 10 minutes, actually. Let's look up daylight.
Let me just look. It's on my spell list. Was on my spell list. Where did it go?
Lasts for an
There
hour.
it is. We could take 10 minutes. It'll feel like an hour.
I think the last time we spent in this godforsaken house, I think the better.
Agreed.
I jump up on the bed.
It's a very comfy little bed. It's too small for you, but yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I'll prepare. I'll get a potion of enlarge reduce or something. So that next time there are child-sized beds, we can sleep in them.
We can all fit.
Yeah.
I'm good on the ground.
We have 10 minutes. I will start the prayer of healing.
Okay. Where are you looking around, Nero?
No, I didn't. I'm not looking around. They said I can sleep on the ground.
Oh. Fair enough. Well, there's no sleeping, as it's just you're taking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
This is just a prayer of healing.
Yeah, but he was talking about sleeping.
As you all gather around Zom, your prayer goes off as you chant, and Yeah. It works, unless there's anything anyone wants to do in 10 minutes.
Yeah, if you want to ritually cast something of yourself.
Let's say almost as the spell goes off, you would hear a Jack in the Box go off laughing in the toy box where Nero's at.
Jesus.
Don't like that.
Alright. There's 5 of us. Perfect. So we all take a short rest and heal an additional 13 hit points.
So everyone gets 13 hit points, and you can take a short rest.
Okay. Here, let's okay. Let's see. Short rest. Here we go.
And just be aware that however you have to expend some hit dice to utilize the effects of a short rest. So you have to expend at least one.
Gotcha. Okay. Replace one.
That's 21.
Prepared. All right. I think I'm gonna. Okay, so I can replace one of my spells prepared. Yeah.
That should be good.
Ah, yes, and I can recover 6 levels worth. Hang on.
Yeah.
Wait. No more than 7 levels worth of spell slots, but none no more than level 5.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and. I've spent all my 3rd level spell slots, so we're just gonna recover both of those.
Yeah. Do some arcane recovery as Larissa. You just make sure that you can't go up to. I don't think you get there. You got 14 hit points missing. Nero, your pet, has 9 missing. I don't think there was a short rest button for your pet, but
No,
it can.
I just
Does
had it be,
Prayer of
13.
Healing target the pet as well?
I believe it only hits 5 people.
So the pet
So
does not get the
probably-
benefit of a short
Unless-
rest?
Okay.
Yeah. Let me find it. Spells. Let me see if
I
it
can
says
heal
up
it.
to 5 targets or you, and yeah, up to 5 targets.
Okay.
That's fine. I can heal it a little bit later. And what we're gonna do?
I do wish it would give you a running tally of how many hit points you've restored. While
Yeah.
you're doing it.
It does on the short rest tab. There's under where it says recover.
You have to scroll down.
Oh, it does? I
It
did
does
not
give you
scroll
a
down.
running total.
So after this little rest, we're gonna actually use tireless and give myself temporary hit points. So
Okay.
let's see, 1d8 plus wisdom. Yeah, plus your wisdom.
I think I'm gonna.
1d8 plus wisdom, which is
What does that? What does that do?
8.
What does that look like?
Yeah, what does it look like when you're tireless?
Oh, he would just say a prayer in Elvish, and just
Just take a breath.
you wouldn't really see it. You just take a breath, just say a prayer, mumble the prayer in Elvish, and nothing visible would happen.
Fair enough. Well,
I'm gonna do a cheeky little false life.
Yeah,
Easy.
it basically is.
what does your false life look like when you cast it?
I pull green energy ribbons from my grimoire, it seems, and they just kind of surround me.
You just kind of
And
fill into space and
then-
disappear.
Yeah.
All right.
And yep, that's what that looks like.
Excuse me, DM.
Yes.
I've just got a question in regards to the command spell. Because when I commanded them to flee, you said that they took basically spend an action to disengage.
They don't get to
When
disengage.
they don't, it says the target spends its turn moving as far away from you by the fastest available means. In my head, that means
Just dashing.
I assume that means they dash.
Fair enough. I will keep that in mind next time.
It was just a thought.
No,
Sorry.
absolutely, you're good. Nobody's nerfed. least of all me. But with the
Just
prayer
thinking about
continued, the Jack in the Box goes off. You all get a breath. What are you up to?
That was refreshing as always.
Say we tried to find out stairs all the way down.
Agreed.
Well,
If the-
Elrin pointed them out. They're in that closet over there, right? We just gotta find them, yeah.
If the rod is somewhere, I'm pretty sure it'll be down the basement. Will make the most sense.
Nothing
the
good
spooky
happens in the
stuff.
basement.
Yeah, that's where the spooky stuff usually is.
Exactly why they would be there.
Well,
All right.
where's this
Not
secret
dilly-dally.
supposed to be? Lead the way.
Elrin, you saw it, so
True.
Right
All right.
behind you with the
Where
light.
was it again?
In this room over
here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, coming into this room, this chamber does have a candle lit in it. Dude's bursting sunlight as he's holding this globe clearly illuminates the space, packed with old furniture, draped in white sheets, cobwebs everywhere. And Ellerin, you would know it's in this corner right where dude is anxious to punch through.
Oh, I wasn't even knowing that.
it's right here. At a point.
Oh, all right. I'll punch through. Now, how do I open it? Can I just push? I'll try pushing.
That
Perhaps.
It is just a push. As you push up against the wall, it quickly slides open, revealing a narrow and dark spiral staircase descending deep into the bowels of this house.
down into the
Here we go.
the
I'll head in.
All right.
Start going down.
As you all head down into the spiral, the
Gonna have to
wood
take
of the
that.
walls within it creak with every step. You hear the skittering of rats underneath the boards and between the boards in the house. Occasional spider makes way for you. So I'm gonna have to compact you guys a little bit. Who's going first?
Dude,
Dude is going first
with the light.
with the light. Heading down here further and further still. As you start to near the bottom, you start to hear this eerie, incessant chant just echoing through the space. Uncertain where you know it's coming from down. And once you reach the bottom floor of this dark, decrepit stone floor, and excavated, not expertly by any means, but there would be, what are those called? Those, the wood shit that's up against the walls of, like, mines and stuff.
shaft.
Talking about
Timber
beams?
the braces, yeah.
the support.
5 foot wide tunnel, 10 foot high in here, timber brace supporting every 5 feet down here. And I will bring you guys down slowly but surely, so just give me a moment. As you will be stacked on top of each other, that is the only way.
It's narrow.
It is narrow down here. Narrow, you get it?
Mm.
But down here, it is dark, aside from the light that dude gives off. And once again, you just hear this incessant chanting.
Coming from everywhere? Is there a direction to it?
Be able to detect what language it is?
You cannot.
And then
Yeah.
our see invisibility is down, right?
See invisibility would be gone.
Then I will activate my ability to see invisibility.
All right. You have your see invisibility activated.
Well, you have the light, so you can take
Okay.
point.
Yeah, I'll start heading up here.
Heading north, you can see passages heading all manner of directions. You can see a little bit to the south easily, as there seems to be a table down there, but as you head around north, you can see what looks to be a wood table and just 4 chairs standing in a room beyond.
Just walk forward.
All right. As you walk forward into this chamber, you can see little alcoves beyond to the south, like straw pallets. No doors, just cave walls. And a path continues to the west even further. You can see there's nothing inside any of these except for plain straw pallets.
What is the purpose of this room down here? Why is this down here? This tunnel system? What is this?
A cellar?
Looks like a hideout.
Looks like
Well,
some sort of hideout.
It continues this way. So do we want to?
Was this even originally part of that?
I doubt it.
Do we want to continue or double back and explore a little bit more of our immediate area?
We're going
Well-
blind, so just any direction could be the right one.
Yeah, we don't see much.
And if this is where they sleep, maybe they store stuff nearby.
Mm-hmm.
How many?
Is the chanting getting louder? Or is it just kind of the same?
Kind of the same, just echoing beyond everywhere. All at once.
Caverns.
Just
Caverns do
echoes.
funny things with sounds.
Unable to make out what language it is. It's just this almost like undulating. Kind of like, think like Dune a little bit.
Last time we disrupted a ritual. That's what got us into this mess.
Yeah.
That's why Illustrial sent me. Yes.
Going into the
I disrupted
Shadowfell, that
a
was
ritual
not
just
fun.
before I came.
What were you saying, Elria?
I said, I was essentially saying how that makes sense because I was like, I disrupted a ritual just before I was sent to you. The moment Illustrial learned, in fact, that that's what I'd done, she wasted no time at all.
What ritual did you interrupt?
Would Elria know exactly? I mean, as far
Yeah, she
as
would.
far as we discussed.
Illustria would have told you
Okay.
what it was. Yeah, if you didn't figure it out
Okay.
yourself, so you definitely know.
Okay.
We saved a
Okay.
bunch of virgins.
So Elrian knows. The player Daniel doesn't quite remember exactly.
It was a ritual to get secrets from you
Get seek. That's right.
for Vecna,
That's right. Secrets. I forgot about that.
to take your secrets.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. Yeah. So let's maybe double back real quick. Just make sure we're not missing anything.
I mean, if we are, then we're going to go that way and miss this. So
Oh, we'll just come back.
we could also just get like, there's no right or wrong answer here.
Double
So
back, and then you double back, and then you double back, and then you double back.
we don't have enough information to know which way is the correct way. So
All right. So
Yeah, I
you
guess I'll
wanna
just
go?
continue.
We'll just keep on
honestly,
going then.
the less double backing we have, then we don't have to try to remember where we've been and where we haven't been.
It's a big room up here, guys.
You do see a big room up ahead.
Promising.
Heading beyond, dude, as you creep forward, illuminating every inch of this place with this bright sunlight. Area contains... What?
I was just saying to illuminate it. If there's something, if there's something here, it knows we're here.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody know we're here.
absolutely.
It's not a big deal.
But this area centers on a 4-foot diameter cistern with a 3-foot high stone lip. Wooden bucket hangs from a rope and pulley mechanism above it. And see a number of small rooms branching off of the well room. You would also see a large chandelier above the bucket, dangling ever so lightly.
Head over toward the cistern. Look down.
As you look down, it goes 30 feet down. There is water in there. The
Let's draw
song
some water.
goes to join.
And I'll look up at the chandelier.
As you look up
No.
at the chandelier, it looks back at you. And it whirls around, illuminating rapidly in a blaze of vortex as it erupts. I need Zom and Dude to give me... Actually, and everyone, fire spins out all the way up. I need everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw as blinding light erupts from the chandelier and
Well.
it spins around.
Another 3. 13 doesn't pass, I assume.
13 doesn't pass.
I'll spend a focus and reroll.
Would Rama see it too? Because he's pretty far away from
Yeah,
us.
30.
He would get it. Yeah.
Did you get it? Okay.
Yeah. So you need a con save from him as well.
19 for him. And
As
16 for me.
Larissa and Elrian are blinded by this light, it just quickly illuminates up. Larissa and Elrian also take 36 points of fire damage. Everyone else takes 18 points of fire damage. And we're going to roll initiative here.
Rama goes down.
As Rama is gone.
$18.
But as we roll initiative here against this chandelier of burning flames whirling around, we're going to go ahead and take our little 5-10 minute break, folks.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Am I within 30 feet of
You are. You're within 30 feet of the chandelier. You're within 30 feet of Zom.
No. Okay, that's Zom. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. If I can
But
get
yeah,
that
we're going to go ahead and take our little 5-10 minute break here as we are rolling initiative, folks. So stay tuned. Stick around. We'll be back in a few as we are now in the deep underbelly of Death House. We'll see you in a few. Alrighty, folks, we are back in it. Last we left off, Troop started delving deep beneath Death House, seeing cave network, catacombs or a hideout, some combination thereof, but in a large room, as Zom and Dude were inspecting a well, chandelier dangled overhead, and right as Dude was about to light the chandelier itself, it lit up on its own and whirled around in a blazing vortex, shooting fire around the corners, blinding a couple of you, lashing out with fire. We have rolled initiative, and we are in it. As I don't want to do Hitman again. We'll do Clash Defiant. As this blazing vortex shoots around Narrow, the wind around kicks up and starts not blazing on its own, but a mini whirlwind swoops up around you. And I will need a Constitution saving throw. With a 9, you take 7 points of thunder damage, are grappled. You can't cast anything that needs a verbal component, as this vortex is swooping around you, taking away any noise. You can't get anything out. Everything around, it's not silent, but this horrible vortex around you, as you are grappled. Does a 26 and a 14 hit Narrow?
26 hits, 14 does not.
As the wind around pummels into you, take 15 points of force damage. That will take us to Dude. Dude, the chandelier is swirling around above you. At the start of your turn, you take 7 points of fire damage. Just from the blazing heat from all of these candles lit at once.
Also, at the start of my turn, I will go ahead and attune to some elements. And how high up is he?
It's dangling like right on your head. It's
Right
like bonk.
there.
It's like able to bonk into your heads. Yeah. The ceiling in here is maybe 15 feet, probably the highest of anywhere down here, but it is
5 feet higher.
Yeah. So it's right above your heads. It's within reach easily.
Okay. I'll step over here and I will make some attacks. I'm gonna
Alright.
try this first one. I'm gonna try some cold. That's
Yeah.
either gonna be good, or maybe 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Let's do some cold damage.
Yeah, do some cold damage. Trying to
10
put out these
points.
candles, but instead you end up just getting the metal of the chandelier freezes a little bit. And it'll
Does it
take-
seem to do normal
It
damage?
seems to do the amount of damage you expected it to do.
No, let's keep it going cold then. Make another one.
20 will
20 hit.
also hit.
Alright, then I will also apply. Should have done this in the first one. I'll apply a stunning strike on that one.
Okay, big old Constitution saving throw. Got a big old 19.
19 on pass. I'll take 9 more points of cold
It'll
damage.
take 9 more points of cold damage, and your next attack is at advantage. And you're dinging into the freezing up the metal of the chandelier.
And we'll do a flurry of blows.
Okay,
Spending a focus point.
spinning focus. Yeah, that's gonna do something.
20.
Yeah. we're gonna say that's gonna be a hit. Ooh.
21 points cold damage.
21 points of cold damage as one of the chandelier arms kind of break off as it freezes and just shatters near the ground.
28 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to be a hit.
The last one will be a 15 to hit.
15 also hits.
11 cold. 9
Alright,
cold.
so it'll take 20 more points of damage. As, yeah, you are just kind of freezing this thing in place as the whirling starts slowing down. Anything else for Dude?
That'll do it.
Dude suddenly, and Zom, you see it. Something appears. Some figure that's invisible appears in Dude's area as the wind swirls around Dude. Dude, I need a Constitution saving throw. Nat freaking 20. Yeah, you evade away as the wind. You're one with these elements. No, you float up on your own volition. Wind swirling around you. You don't give a crap. Yeah. 2 strikes shoot out against you though, getting a 26 and a 20 to hit you, dude. That you do not see coming.
Will hit.
All right. The first one does
I'll
11.
deflect the first one.
All right, 11 points of damage. You can deflect that if you want to redirect it. You could to the chandelier.
Do I want to spend the focus? I
Sounds
do not want to.
sounds like you don't want
focus.
to. Fair enough. You easily deflect all of the damage that it would do. The second attack, 20. You do, however, take 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
As Zom, you do indeed see something like swirling around Dude there. That will take us to the whirling chandelier. The whirling chandelier refuses to whirl as the cold has kept it from whirling. It will do a chain slaps out around the top of it as it's free. The chain is not attached to the ceiling anymore. The chain will swing out towards Zom. Zom getting a 22 to hit.
That is the target. You may deal damage.
Zom, you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength saving throw.
Take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. As
18 on the strength save.
18 strength save. It seems like the chain is trying to pull you around, but you're good. Then one of the lamps is gonna try to bonk into Dude. Getting a 16 to hit.
Missing.
As it misses.
I dodge.
As you dodge definitely out of the way, this kind of more like a tilt-a-whirl kind of chandelier at this point. It's not quite spinning in a blaze. It will try to... Yeah, it'll bonk Elrian with its lamp. Had advantage.
Yeah.
Elrian
Because I
getting
can't see.
a 24 to hit.
Yep.
As you take 8 bludgeoning and 11 fire damage.
8 bludgeoning, 11 fire, total of 19.
And that will end the chandelier's turn. And at the end of its turn, Elrian and Larissa, you can see.
Ah.
Which will take us to Larissa. Larissa, right behind you, wind whirling around as Nero is caught in this vortex.
Can I reach into the wind? Or is it like very much a that's not going to happen type situation?
What are you hoping to do
You're
once
going to
you
say
reach
make
in?
a strength saving throw. Basically just touch him and hopefully dimension door him out.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, you can grab a hold of him. He is grappled by something, but you grab a hold of him and Dimension Door teleporting away. Yeah, for sure. Where you want to teleport?
Could I teleport over here, please?
Absolutely. You and Nero instantly teleport as you reach into the wind, grab a hold of him. A little door pulls. Well, you get pulled into a door and are over there now. That is your action.
There we go.
You do see a
That's my
small room in here with a bed and looks like some sort of heavy chest.
There's a bed.
Mm-hmm.
That would imply someone sleeps here. Do I have a bonus action that I want to do? No.
All right.
I don't think so. No. That's it for me, thank you.
That will take us to Zom. Zom, you see something around Dude at the moment, and of course there's a chandelier right above you. Part of it's freezing. What are you up to?
Towards the thing that's around Dude. See, there's
Okay.
a well there, so I have to go around. Which square would you say it is in?
It's on Dude, so
So if I go to here,
yeah, you're good. There's the well, just so you know.
yeah, I know I have plenty of movement to get around.
Yeah.
I can't literally just step across to there.
Right.
I go around, which is fine. I'm gonna.
You do
wheel
take
around.
7 points of fire damage at the start of your turn from the flames of the candles burning.
I will shout to Dude to deal with the chandelier. I got whatever this is, and I'm gonna smack it.
Absolutely.
Good.
21.
21 hits whatever this thing is. This air essentially moving around that you can see.
I'm gonna put a first level spell slot into it with my bonus action.
This bad boy can slaps Car first, and then this bad boy can fit so many smites in it.
I don't have that set up as a checkbox, so boom, 19 plus. Is this undead or?
It is not. It is an elemental.
Plus 7, so 26 points of damage.
Ooh, it'll take 26 points of damage as it whirls around. You almost see these eyes squint towards you. As if to say, you shouldn't be able to hit me. How do you see me? Anything else for Zom?
No, the smite was my bonus action. I've moved. I am good.
All right, that will take us to Nero. Nero, you're not in this vortex. You can breathe and you can say words.
First thing I got cast, I'll just mark on the chandelier.
Okay,
That's a
marking
bonus
it up.
action.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna attack him with a bow. So let's see. First attack, 20
That will absolutely hit it.
for 14.
As it cracks into the metal of the chandelier and just kind of hitting a couple of the candles as well. It'll take 14 points of damage. Shooting a second
And 14.
time. 14 just hits.
For 11.
Yeah, as your arrow quickly snuffs out several of these candles. Anything else for Nero?
Nope, he's gonna stay right on the corner.
Stay right there in the corner. That will take us to Elrian. Elrian, at the start of your turn, you do take 7 points of fire damage. From the...
I did forget. Sorry, yeah. I did forget that I had 2 hit points of Arcane Ward left. So I haven't
Okay. So that will,
dealt that. But now Arcane Ward's at 0.
that will go off now then.
Yes. What? Wait. No, that was the wrong. Wait a minute. Hang on. I typed it in the wrong thing.
You're good.
Yeah, there we go. And that's where that us. Okily dokily. Not a whole lot I would actually try to do here most of this thing. And we're just gonna... Yeah, those probably wouldn't work. We're just gonna try... We're just gonna do a little magic missile at it. Just
Little magic missile.
Just one little first level magic missile.
One first
Nothing
level.
crazy.
Level 1 magic missile. Let's see it. As darts wisp out towards it.
Let's see.
It should
I guess
automatically ask you what you...
One... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 2,
So 8.
a 3.
Okay. 12 points of damage against this chandelier as you see it rattling violently. Anything else for Elrian?
That's it.
Alright. Elrian, as you stand there quickly, just get a little missiles out towards it. The wind erupts around you. And I will need a Constitution save. As you would see another one of these creatures around him. With a 14, just barely passing. The wind does not catch you in its vortex, but a 17 and a 13 to hit you.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shield.
Alright. Which reinvigorates your ward at the same time.
Yep.
As
Ooh, hit points to the ward.
the wind just booms into nothingness, into this shield being deflected, which will take us to Dude. Dude, at the start of your turn, you take 7 points of fire damage from the chandelier bobbing around, seemingly about to fall down. Collapse.
I'm gonna take Zom's advice and keep on going on the chandelier.
Alright.
Alright, let's make her an attack. Cold.
Cold damage, 25. Absolutely hits the chandelier.
For 11 points of cold.
11 points of cold damage. As you freeze it, the chain crackles and falls to the floor, shattering as the rest of the chandelier kind of goes with it, tumbling upside down, splitting in two, now broken and frozen.
Close my eyes and I'll try and feel where this other thing is.
The wind is all around you.
Try and make an attack at disadvantage.
Make an attack at disadvantage. A 15 does hit.
Alright, where do we want this? We're gonna go some lightning on this one.
Alright.
11 points of lightning.
It will take 11 points of lightning damage as little crackling electricity in this little vortex around.
I will then try and stunning strike it with that. Let's do that.
Okay. It got a big 9. It is stunned, whatever it is. Zom, you're the only one who can really tell, though. It is stunned.
Zapped it. Stunned it.
Yeah, zapped. The winds died down as there's this like crackling electricity in place there.
Alright, so while I now have straight rolls, let's do a flurry of blows as well.
Doing a blow of flurries.
Oh, I do not have disadvantage.
Not a disadvantage, so a 24 will hit. 14 also hits too. 27 will hit. Ooh,
Uh-oh, 13.
13 just misses. Unfortunate. Still.
For 23 more points of lightning damage.
23 lightning damage as this lightning kind of filling into the space, almost like static, just zapping through the wind. Anything else for Dude?
That'll do it.
That will take us to the stunned creature's turn. And then Larissa. Larissa, what's up? You just hear the wind howling. You don't hear that chanting anymore. What do you do?
Well, I'll step out. Do I see anything besides?
You see crackling electricity
Obviously.
around, all around, dude. Just kind of jolting in place. And the wind kind of whirling there for a moment, but you would also see behind Elrian the wind blowing, kicking dust up around. So wind's a hard thing to see, so that you see remnants of wind.
Okay. Can't benefit from the invisible condition. I would like to do a starry wisp.
All right.
I'll do it near the wind around near Elrian.
Okay, so give me a disadvantage starry wisp.
I would like to spend a lucky point.
Okay, so
to
make
make
a
it a
straight roll, kind of bringing out your conductor's baton and wafting a little
Starry whip.
A little wisp of stars. 23 will hit it. As, yeah, the wind illuminates all around Elrian. It takes 18 points of radiant damage. And you can see it's like almost person near humanoid form, but still wind, like it has 100 arms that are just kind of wisping around Elrian. This visage within. 2 eyes that are just nothingness. Anything else for Larissa?
I think the only thing Larissa will do extra is potentially just move out of the way of Nero.
Right. Fair enough. That will take us to Zamkag. What is Zamkag doing?
This one in front of me is
stunned, so you'll have advantage.
So I'm going to smash it.
Mm-hmm.
Flail.
Yeah, go for it. You see it.
20 total?
20 total will hit in all its glory. Ooh.
24 points of flail damage.
24 points of flail damage as you whack onto it. It is still up, but you can see that electricity just slightly jolting around.
I did not smite for a reason. I'm going to use my bonus action to War Priest Strike.
Okay, once again, add advantage. 23 hits.
Was that 13 points of
13
damage.
is exactly what you needed as the wind and electricity die down and are dissipated. It is off this initiative order. The creature gone. As it's a very unceremonious way for wind to die, it just fades.
Don't want to block that space from dude, so I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay. We'll take us to Nero.
Forward. And he's seeing that one up there, so he's going to transfer the Hunter's Mark on him and shoot arrows at it.
As you do see the wind take form. As little motes of starlight on it. 26 will hit it.
4.
18 points
18.
of damage, yeah. Arrow sticks into the wind as like it's the weirdest thing ever. Ripping bits of it away.
And
18.
18.
Yeah, that will also hit.
For 16.
16 more points of damage. Yeah, this wind is starting to sway a little more loosely.
And that's going to be it.
All right, that will take us to Elrian. Elrian, you see the wind taking form around you. Nero shoots 2 arrows into it right by your shoulder. What are you up to?
Well, lightning seemed to work pretty well when Dude did it. So we're just going to do a humble shocking grasp.
Okay. Reach out with that shocking grasp. A 13. As you try to reach out, the wind slips out of your grasp, missing it. Just barely.
Yeah. Let me see. How bad do I really? Yeah, I guess I kind of want to use this. I'm gonna burn my phase step,
Okay.
and we're just gonna misty step out.
As you
I wanted to try to take away its reaction, so I didn't have to disengage to do
Fair
that.
enough. Yeah. As you misty step away.
Actually, we're gonna misty step over here.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you what, I love that option even more.
Oh no.
That will take us to the creature's turn. How long does this last, the Starry Wisp?
Until the end of until the start of her next
Until the
turn.
end of your next turn, so in the end of Larissa's turn. So the wind creature would grow exponentially. And, well, it would only grow once it gets over here. So I guess technically, Zom, you could get an attack of opportunity against it. Yeah.
Because it's running over there.
Yeah, because it would have. It goes droop.
It didn't get bigger than you.
It's about to get bigger.
I'm glad I didn't use my reaction. I thought about it. I'll smack it.
Smack it.
Oh, I don't have advantage on that one.
You don't have advantage, but a 26 will hit it. Or 21, sorry. You know what I mean.
20 points of damage.
It will take 20 points of damage as it howls out, grows into a large vortex of a creature. I will need Larissa, Nero, and Elrian to give me Constitution saving throws.
Well.
Nope. Ain't good with those.
Larissa, you are the only one to escape this vortex. Elrian and Nero each take 7 points of thunder damage. As Larissa, you escape the vortex. Yeah, thunder damage. This loud booming whirls up and kind of deafens them in this moment. It will then strike out at both Nero. That'll be at disadvantage, right? Because the sap.
No, sap makes it slow. No, wait, that's slow. Yeah, so
Yeah.
sap. Disadvantage
Got
on
an
sneak attack.
11 against Nero.
Misses.
And a swipe will swipe out towards Larissa as you escaped its vortex. Getting a 16 to hit.
Yep.
As Larissa, this wind booms into you. You take 13 points of force damage.
Uh-huh.
That will end its turn. As Nero and Elrian caught up in this windstorm. Dude, what you up to? Besides being muted.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
You good?
When Zom did damage to this thing, it hurt the other guys, or is it just because he did the magic?
It's because it wanted to go after here and do it. It wanted to get them.
Okay.
So it did.
Alright, so I'm just gonna attack the wind.
Alright, attacking the wind that is visible in this moment with these starry motes stuck to it.
Thanks, Larissa.
Yeah.
28 to hit.
Yeah.
And then only a 13.
13 is going to be a miss.
12 points of lightning damage.
12 points of lightning damage as lightning cracks and whips around its body.
We will just do a bonus action attack.
All right.
Man, I love those
13
twos.
is also going to be a miss.
All right, that'll do it.
That will take us to Larissa. The thing is still visible. You see the light starting to fade on its body. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try and keep it visible.
So shooting
Another starry wisp.
Starry Wisp, this will be at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
As you are up in its face, or rather, it's up in your face. A 12 is going to be a miss, unfortunately. As it
Okay.
sees the starlight gathering and ducks to avoid it.
Okay, and I am going. Should I move? Should I not?
Classic.
Yeah,
Well, you got a lot of people
I'm-
coming up before it.
yeah. I am not going to move.
All right. That will take us to
End
Zom.
of turn.
And then I'll just step in and attack it.
Zom steps up to plate, bringing out
Alrighty.
this flail.
Smash.
As it would be a
23.
straight roll, yeah, because it turns invisible again. As it fades, you conk into it right as it does.
22
For
points.
22, as he conks into it, as it starts to fade, it just fades for real and is just gone. And is no more. As the wind dies down, you can once again hear that chanting. Echoing all throughout. Chandelier broken, like kind of like off to the side. It's not covering the well. I will actually get rid of it. Aha.
Oh,
But yes.
everybody could use a little bit, so don't run off. Before you run off,
I wasn't planning on it.
Don't run off.
just hold for like 6 seconds so I can take an action.
Holding for action.
Everybody can heal 26.
Ooh. Very
Thank you,
nice.
Zom.
Thank you.
That feels good.
It got hot in here. But, yeah. Alright, now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah, you would see
Can I go? How deep is the well?
about
Yeah, I was going
30,
to draw some water
30 feet.
just
Yeah,
to drink.
there is water in it. Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to draw some water and check its potability.
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
Yeah, 10.
With a 10. It seems safe to drink. It's a little musty smelling. But other than that, it's just probably from the area and the well around, like the area around the well. But the water itself seems safe enough. Clear.
It's not obviously tainted with something.
No.
And I didn't pull up a bucket of blood or something.
Nah,
extra creepy.
nah. Not yet.
If you want me to try it, I can try
Yeah.
it.
I mean, if you really want to, I don't know what it not being obviously something kind of makes it moot at this point.
You do see 5 small rooms branching off of this well room and another hallway to the southeast.
Everybody pick a room.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to split up, yeah. We'll go down the line. We'll go with the dude first.
Yes.
Dude's already in a room.
He's the fastest.
Dude, and
Makes sense.
all the rooms are built the same. They all have a actually like a wooden bed frame. Not fancy, but there is a mattress on there and bedding. And there's a chest in each of these rooms with a padlock on each of them.
Let
Is it unlocked or locked?
It is locked.
I will try and open the lock.
All right, dude, give me a sleight of hand check.
The
Added
thieves.
advantage using your thieves' tools.
Third 20.
With a 20. Pop it open. There's a pouch in there made of some sort of skin.
Yeah.
Looks like
Animal skin?
pig skin, maybe?
Okay. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, it looks like pig skin.
All right. Is there anything in the pouch?
It jingles with money.
All right.
Yeah, as I would say, as you pick up the pouch and start inspecting it, you distinctly see an ear, a human ear, on the pouch.
Nice.
There is 110 gold and 60 silver in a pouch made of human skin. It's like the cheek to the ear and a little bit of the neck.
Disgusting.
I don't. Okay, they wouldn't make a pouch this quickly. Okay. All right.
Or would they?
I will empty the nasty pouch
Into your own and leave the pouch.
and leave the pouch.
All right. And yeah, Elrin, you would find the same situation in your room.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't have that spell prepared.
All right.
Yeah, so actually, I'm not even sure if I have it in general. Not that it matters.
So you quickly scroll through your spell book to see if you got something for this. Like you see it's
Yeah.
locked. Like what is going on here? Larissa, you see the
Yeah.
same thing in your room as well.
Unless it's locked.
It is locked.
Disgusting. Ugh.
I step out and it's just like, Dexter,
Yeah.
can you unlock a lock for me, please?
As
hopefully
he's
there's not
Oh, what's
just
that?
stepping out. Yeah.
Tossing the pouch behind
I'm
me.
sure if he wants to.
Ugh. Yeah, there's a chest in mine too. It's got a decent amount of money in there.
Good. Would you have that dead?
As before Dexter gets in there, Nero and Zom, are you guys trying to open your chest in any way of your choice?
Yeah, Nero would get a scimitar out and try to pry the like basically break the lock that way.
Sure. Is your scimitar magical out of curiosity?
No.
Great. Give me an athletics check.
Love it. Love it.
11.
11. You scuff up your scimitar. You don't break it, but you can't seem to get this chest. You can't get the lock off with your scimitar. You try to stick your scimitar in there and try and pry it open. It is not working. You don't want to break your scimitar, so you know its limits at least.
Great.
I will do the same thing, but instead of a scimitar, I would like to use a crowbar.
All right, give me an athletics check at advantage.
Wow.
Wow. With a 12, as you try and pry it open, you're getting similar results that Nero had. The chest is
crowbar is useless.
The chest is stuck fast, and the lock is bolted down pretty well. The dude goes to Larissa's room. Essentially, we can go room by room as dude will try to unlock them. So, dude, we'll need sleight of hand checks at advantage. And this one, you pop it open. There is a black leather eye patch with a peridot sewn into it.
Dazzled eye patch.
I'll just pop it open, and then I will just move to the next one. I won't even open. Like,
Okay.
I'll just unlock them.
Fair enough. That is what Larissa will find then.
Anybody else need help?
Yeah,
I think
stupid
we all do.
crowbar can't open anything.
Yes. I don't think I have a spell for this.
Over, I'll do try zombs.
At least not a safe one.
All right. Zoms,
16?
that one gives you a little bit of trouble, but you pop it open. And all that's left in there is a short sword, dark metal, engraved, says to Delilah. But it looks sharp as all get out. There's no sheath to it. And it has a blood red handle.
Looks good.
This thing's pretty neat. Wonder who Delilah is. Is there a New York City on Barovia?
Looks sharper than Nero's scimitar for sure.
It looks much sharper.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've had this one for years, so I lost his edge.
Nero might want to take the scimitar just in case. Or take the short sword just in case. Dude can always use a short sword too.
Can you use it as well?
Yeah. Zom can also use it.
I can. We're getting further and further away from what I spec'd into, but yes.
Yes. As dude goes over to Nero's, give me that sleight of hand. Ooh, with an 11.
I got that one.
This one is giving you trouble. You can't open it. Like, you try and you try. You spend a few minutes. It's like, it's not this chest day.
You want to use this?
I mean, you could probably couldn't you break it with a flail?
Why would I use my weapon when I can use a crowbar, which is specifically designed to do something like this?
I mean, a flail would just break the top right off. Like, just
It could also smash everything in the box. We don't know what's in the box.
True.
I mean, right now
And
it's closed
why
and not doing
would
us any
we
good.
Why would we risk damaging something that we spent quite a bit of money on?
Oh, it's not going to hurt the flail. But
All right, dude.
Well, you don't know. Maybe there's a guard on the box.
Yeah, that's true. Got you there. Dude moves on to Elrian's chest. Dude.
Hey, 24.
This one's so much easier. There is a piece of folded black cloth within this chest, and that's it.
Black claw. There you go.
Wait, didn't we find something like that earlier? Or am I just dumb?
we got an eye patch.
Okay.
I mean, Tom, if you want to try the your crowbar on that one, be my
I could try the
guess.
crowbar technique again.
All right.
That little info on Toll the Dead was a mistake, by the way. I don't know how I ended up clicking that, but I did.
You're good. There are three.
I didn't try to
I'm
call the Dead
There
the
are
chest.
three pieces. There are 3 pieces of jade in the cloth.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Zom for the crowbar.
All right, giving Zom guidance on athletics. I will have the DC be a little higher, but absolutely.
3 pieces of jade, not pound pieces of jade. I tried to capitalize the 3.
They are cut pieces of jade.
Ooh. There. All right. Let's try to break a lock with the crowbar. Yep. No.
Okay, no.
We will never know what's in that chest.
You nearly break the crowbar. This, for some reason, this lock is stronger than all the rest. It's
not the lock. It's the crowbar. I've literally tried to break a lock with this crowbar 6 times this campaign,
Yeah.
and I've popped 0 things. So
It worked one time.
I
That
don't
is
remember it ever working.
that is what you get along with the 110 gold and 60 silver in the human skin pouch.
I leave the crowbar. Inventory.
Yeah, you just dropped the crowbar.
Crowbar.
Trade it out for a short sword.
Remove. I just deleted the crowbar from my inventory.
You left it on top of the chest. Or drop it down the well.
No,
Just
just leave it in
abandon
that
the
room.
stupid crowbar.
Okay, well,
Oh, you gave
whatever's
us
in that
$2
chest.
to near dead.
But it is a +2 short sword. I will say it is a simple enough enchantment, but powerful. That is easily recognizable. That is extra sharp.
You can try and use the short sword. I can get used to it.
Anybody who
arrow, you
wants
can
it,
use it.
it's free.
If you're not gonna take it, I'll take it.
Hey, go ahead.
I no longer need an eye patch, but this is much fancier than anything I ever wore.
Mm-hmm. It's just the gem that's
There's-
worth anything. The leather eye patch itself is not fancy, but the gem makes it look fancy.
After all this, now we're just gonna take a minute to go and revive while I'm up there.
Okay. Expending a spell slot, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Anybody wants it? +2 short swords, pretty
So-
sweet.
Would he still be missing? He would still be missing
The
Nine, right?
9 max hit points, yeah. So he'll be at 51.
51.
Arrow has the short sword.
Nero takes the +2 short sword.
All right. Any just put any +2, or is there?
It's a
one
plus, it's a
particular one?
+2 short sword. You should be able to look it up and drag and drop it.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely do.
Alright.
Does it require a 2-minute all or no?
It's a +2 short sword.
As long as it doesn't do anything else, it
It
should.
does nothing else except for it says to Delilah on it.
Cursed.
It's
It's gotta be.
edgy
I'm
and
kidding. Maybe, but
There is
And
nothing
maybe-
wrong with it. I promise.
if it's cursed, I can break it later.
Nice. I'll give Zam the coin to throw in the pouch, or not the
Oh, yeah.
nasty pouch.
Yeah, I just wrote everything down in the bag of holding bag just
All right.
for sake of finding it later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody else wants to hold on to something that's different, but
I would
I
say,
just have a record of it.
Yeah.
dude, you easily see that there is a hallway beyond. That stairs go down and then stairs go up across from the stairs. Like, so this is like a little divot here.
Dip, little
Little,
valley.
little dip.
There's
And then you
street.
can see a hallway to the south. Some boards are covering what looks to be some spikes. And can still hear that chanting in this space.
Yeah, I put
Looks like an
spike
obvious
traps in my
trap.
basement too. And I see it looks like someone spilled some wine up ahead over here.
Keep going.
Yeah, you can see beyond. This looks like some sort of room up here. In here looks like a dining hall. Plain wooden table flanked by long benches. See bones lie scattered on the floor. There's a small, looks like a larder or something beyond. A small pantry. Maybe bones of both humanoid, actually mostly humanoid bones in here. Occasional stem or piece of wood from grapes or other fruit.
Interesting.
Hallway continues northward and a winding hall goes to the south.
Yeah, the north and the south. Any preferences?
now, while we're all doing this, I'm just gonna throw down We're gonna go a little heavier with this one. We're gonna do a 4th level fall slide.
Okay. As Larissa heads to the south, you would see stairs going down to your right, which on the map is left. An area to the right. Well, the halls continue both ways. Stairs go to the east or west. Sorry.
We need to go down, do we not?
Seems like it.
Safe bet. The chanting's not getting any louder the more we walk.
It is not. It's still just bouncing off the walls everywhere.
Yeah. Well, this echo's really throwing us off for where we need to go, but
Excellent for a concert down here. Beautiful acoustics. Do you have to
That is
appreciate that?
Just keep going.
you might get your chance. Let's keep going.
Why is my character sheet not loading? Heck.
Would you like to head down or around? I guess I can walk in this direction and see what I see.
Yeah.
Question.
Answer.
So, does it take a spell to summon Morgana?
It does not.
less
She has not died since you cast Summon Familiar, so you don't need to
Okay.
expend a slot to bring her out.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure one of the things is that I have a telepathic connection to her.
You do. Yeah, if you want to snap your fingers
So
and
she
bring her
could
out.
go ahead
Yeah.
and spy.
I would say Zom looking ahead around the corner. You see a room that has some moldy skeletons hanging from shackles against the wall you can barely make out. And you would see a wide alcove on the far wall. Contains a painted wooden statue. Hard to make out from here in the dark. But you can tell there's a statue there.
Got some kind of statue room over here. But doesn't appear to be any imminent danger, but doesn't mean it's not.
I rolled 2 more of these. But yeah. You got snap of your fingers, Larissa Morgana appears.
She does have dark vision.
She does.
But I don't think the dark vision thing is connected to her little token.
It isn't, because are you wanting to see through her eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you won't be able to see through your own eyes while you see through hers. But absolutely, as you look through her eyes,
Not dead.
you see what you see. And you can see a little bit of light coming from a room beyond. Small chandelier hanging above in the middle of this room, above a table. 2 high-backed chairs flanking the table. An empty clay jug and 2 clay flagons on top it. Some odd sort of candlelight beyond. There is a room to the west of here and an entrance to the southeast. As you look to the southeast, the hall continues and winds around to the north.
Okay,
You
so
can
basically...
also see that there is a... You see more than that. In here, you would actually see a table set up as there would be pungent sticks of incense in a corner. As you would see Sarasunda staring at a human skull, clutched in her outstretched hand. Now tell me, servant of evil. The cultists. Where are they? Where are your fellows? And you would hear the skull reply. Ha ha! A cultist, how droll. Better question. Where are your manners?
Mhm.
I mean,
People
you
think
know,
I'm with talking to a cat.
I would just imagine her not at a table there.
Going full Hamlet.
Yeah.
As its teeth chatter. You would see the skull spark with green flames as it ignites, attempting to harm her. As it does let out some light, illuminating the area. Zom, you can sense with your invisible sight that there are other entities, similar entities you had seen before. Wisps, wisping about. Why has it got an X on it? And we are gonna roll initiative just because you witnessed this.
That's
Stop
not
moving
right.
ahead, Elrian. You're in the back.
Sorry, no,
Get in the
I
back.
misclicked.
You're good.
I misclicked. My bad.
Don't know what rolled for Morgana.
It just is the token that you had clicked. But it
Oh,
rolled for you. So you're just gonna use her token whenever.
okay.
As Narrow, you hear this chanting and wisps around. What are you doing?
So this would be difficult terrain, so that's 10, 20, 40. I can go all the way down there.
Okay.
So we're gonna go all the way up there just to see if there's anything down there. And that'll be it, because I don't
You can action dash if you'd like.
no. I'm just gonna stay there and basically just listen, see if I can hear anything
Okay.
that's going on.
That will take us to Larissa.
Okay. Well,
Larissa, as you do bamf out of Morgana's sight.
yeah.
Okay, quickly back to Larissa's sight in this moment.
Next room over. And then so that's 20, 25, 30.
So as you enter into the
And
room, yeah, you can see this skull burning bright as Sarasanda drops it. Trickery again.
Alright. Well, I am just gonna blast it.
Alright, you started blasting.
Yep.
So anyway, I started
As
blasting.
my
That's what you do.
As my pulling out my wand starts popping. And let's see if I actually hit it. Wait, I've got to make sure I don't have advantage on. And
Good old Eldritch Blast. As 1, 2. Yeah, both those hit. All three hit.
oh yay!
Yep. As it takes 24, 40, 31 points of damage. as you just blast holes into this skull, Sarasunda. Oh, thank the heavens.
Okay.
Anything else for Larissa?
No, I've used up all my movement,
All right.
and I don't think there's a bonus action I'll use.
Do you want to move Morgana anywhere?
Actually, no. I'd like to move Morgana back here.
Absolutely. Around
And
the corner.
sorry, I take it back. Bonus action. You all hear a set of harps twinkle. And you can move your...
Everyone can move up to your speed without provoking attacks opportunity, and you all gain temporary hit points equal to double whatever you're about to roll here.
I think it's a D10.
Yes. You get 1d10 times 2. So, Elrian, you hear this... what was it again? I'm sorry. Harp?
It's the harp. So it's like the memory sound that they use in all those sitcoms.
Yep. As Elrian, you can move up to your speed if you want. Does not provoke attacks opportunity. It does use your reaction, and everyone gets 16 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
I
should have saved that spell slot for.
Unless you already have more.
Yeah. So we're just gonna see. See, going through the iguana would be difficult terrain, right?
I would say the iguana's not. He's small. Yeah.
He's flying. He's probably
5, 10, 15,
Yeah.
20, 25,
Right, climbing along the walls.
30. Yeah, that's as far as I can go.
1, 2, 3,
30, 40. We can go right there.
and then 2.
Absolutely. As you're all rushing in, that will take us to Dexter, dude. Running around this skull as it's chittering.
Sonda, nice to see you. How'd you get down here?
I took the stairs.
And then I pop into the skull.
As you
Doing
pop
some
into the skull.
cold damage.
Cold
Hasn't been-
damage.
Hasn't been 10 minutes, right?
It definitely has. You guys spend a lot of time with the chests.
Okay, then
Just do force damage.
force damage.
Force damage, the best kind of damage there ever is and
Force.
was. 14
hits.
hits.
All right, second attack. Also hits.
20 will also hit.
16
16?
plus 26 force damage.
Yeah, the skull cracks and drops to the ground. No, I had more questions.
Yeah, it was probably about to, throw a big blob of fire at everybody.
They tend
Probably
to
the best.
explode.
And she lets out a sigh of relief. Well, I am glad you are here. I was getting somewhere. Zom, you see there are 3 will-o-wisps floating around, still ready to strike. Sarasanda does not. Actually, let me double check. Maybe she does. Sarasanda does. Wait. And she'll rush up and, pulling her sword out, strikes out. Nearly destroying one of these wisps. Swings a second time. Destroying one of these wisps. Absolutely. They are invisible. Which will take us to 2 invisible wisps. They are between Zom and Larissa. So Zom, you know where they are.
Probably wouldn't. It's too late now, but
Oh, that's true.
Okay,
If you wanted to, you could have been here.
Yeah.
But you're within reach of both of them either way.
yeah. And then the way it works, I can't actually put myself between anybody and anybody, so it really doesn't matter.
Fair enough. Well, one of them will strike out at you, Zom. As a little crackling of electricity.
Try me.
They're going to try to shock you. Getting a 16 to hit.
Nope.
While the other one tried to shock Larissa. Getting a 20 to hit. As arcs out with lightning towards you, dealing 11 points of damage to Larissa. That will end the Wisp's turn as they both go invisible and move around. Zom, you can make an attack of opportunity.
Use my reaction to get in here.
You cannot make an attack of opportunity. That will take us to Elrian. As they vanish from sight. Zom, you know one's behind Elrian and another's next to Dude.
Probably facing that way, so I don't.
Would it take my action or anything to ask Zom where they went?
I'm gonna say, well, I would have seen one fly off through in your direction, and then because they kind of split. So
Yeah, they split.
I don't know that I have line of sight into that corner where it is, but
you do.
Because I don't, according to my sight.
It's right there. You don't see that?
Oh, I thought it was right here. But oh, okay, yeah, if it's that way, it's behind you.
Might as well try it again. We're gonna try to turn around, and I'm gonna try to shocking grasp that which I cannot see.
All right. Try to shocking grasp.
Roll a disadvantage.
A 20 will hit it as you grab a hold of something that's moving quickly. This electricity pulses through it, pulses through you, and it just kind of combines together because it pulses out with its own electricity. It is immune to lightning damage.
It is immune to that damage, right? Fair enough.
Still take
okay, I do have a question though.
But you can still move away from it.
Okay. I was like, wondered about that. I wondered about that because I was like, didn't take the damage, but it technically does it.
You did hit it. Like, the positive and negative short circuit for a moment.
I guess.
I don't
just
know
gonna
how
squeeze past a little bit here.
Yeah.
We're just gonna squeeze by a little bit here.
As long as it's not overcharged and enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's gonna be it for me.
All right, that will take us to Zom. So yeah, Zom one was right next to Dude, and the other's in that corner behind Larissa.
I'm just gonna point at the one next to Dude. And I'm gonna say, excuse me, and squeeze through Larissa's space.
All right.
And get to that one. Okay. And smash it.
Smash away. 23 absolutely hits
I left advantage on. Oop.
You're good. Still take the first roll.
16 points of damage.
Take 16 points of damage. As some of that damage doesn't seem to do as much. 5 plus 5, 10.
Rah.
And I don't want to hit it again. No, I will hold my bonus action. I don't have anything interesting.
All right, that will take us to Narrow.
So, Zom, I think, pointed where he was, and Narrow would do a starry wisp at it. Where Zom pointed.
Give me a starry wisp at disadvantage. An 11 is going to miss as this thing... You're not sure where it's at, but Zom, you know they move quick.
Fast.
Anything else for Narrow?
If I can move. Let's see if I can move. Okay, this little guy move right there beside, and that'll be it.
All right, that will take us to Morgana and Larissa.
I am going to do the same thing that Nero did. I am going to attempt to hit it with a starry wisp.
The same one that he tried to shoot?
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me a wisp of stars at disadvantage.
Right. Wispy.
Yes, you hit it.
Heck yeah.
Even though it is not immune to radiant. Interesting. It is light, but it will take 17 points of radiant damage as it illuminates.
There you are.
Gotcha.
Anything else for Larissa?
I am going to just move over a wee bit, just to give Zam the extra bit of room. And then that will be the end of my turn. Thank you.
That will take us to Dexter.
How's it going there, little buddy? Alright. Not very talkative. Alright, we'll just, pop you. No, we will not.
You will not. This thing is zipping, zooming, zamming. Yeah, you are not hitting it.
Alright. Bonus action, flurry of blows. Spending the focus.
Spending that focus. It's
Natural
gonna.
20.
Nat 20 is gonna do it.
Yeah.
For 19 force damage as it crackles with electricity, and then that spark just pops and is gone.
All right. I'll just set up over here. That'll be it.
All right.
Wasting the extra attacks. Can't see nothing.
That will take us to Sarasanda. She will waft a bolt of force from behind Zom. Missing as it hits the wall right next to him. She shoots off another one as she just kind of... This white energy arcs out from her towards, like, right above Zom's head. Both of them miss. Taking us to the Wisp. Zom, the Wisp is going to... How smart is it? It's kind of smart. It's going to move away from you. You can make attack of opportunity if you'd like.
I'd like to, but instead of an attack, I will use my Warcaster ability to cast Toll the Dead on it.
Alright.
That, I mean, it might do it. I don't know. It might be immune to necrotic damage.
Got a 6.
That's a fail. I hit it for some damage. Found the full health one.
It did hit it for some.
There we go. I moved it to the top because it's a spell I use. Oh, minus the 6. 8 points.
8
of
points.
necrotic
It
damage.
isn't immune. It is resistant, though. As
Tom
it
is not
will
done.
arc out towards... I gotta do it. Elrian, you are the closest to death.
Look out.
And these guys can feel it as it sharks out towards you. Getting a nat 20 against Elrian.
Ow.
Elrian, you take 19 points of lightning damage as it appears for a brief moment
Okay.
before vanishing once more.
Well, still have 7 temporary hit points remaining.
As it dissipates elsewhere. You can see Sarah Sundra, her eyes darting around as it's moving. That will take us to Elrian.
Okay. Oh, let's see then. If one thing didn't seem to work out last time, can I try to tell the general area where it might be? I'm gonna try to chuck a firebolt at it if I can.
You are unsure where it went. It disappeared and then just vanished. Like it just...
Okay.
Classic Wayne's World transition.
Okay. Well,
You can spend your action to make a perception check if you'd like.
yeah, that's really all I can do. So I'm gonna do
That's
that.
not a bad one. With a 17, kind of keeping an eye out, you can tell it went past Narrow.
I point to where I think it is. Like,
You know, yeah, you saw it go past him to the south.
Okay. Wait, is that like did it go like into the wall, or did it like turn down the corridor?
It turns down a corridor, so it probably went this
Okay.
way somewhere.
Okay, so yeah, I point over there. I think it went that way.
What did you say?
That will take us to Zom.
I'm gonna start running in the direction he told me. I can't move my token. I'm stuck in a wall, I guess.
Can you move it now?
I can.
Nice.
3, 4, 5. I'll use my. Let me read it, because I know what it's meant. Is it just dash?
Bonus action to dash, yeah, and get temporary points.
Yeah, I won't need that. I just gotta make sure it's not one of those where you have to be dashing towards an enemy or something like that. It does
Well,
not have
you
any of
are,
that.
but yeah.
Well, I don't know that, but I'm dashing to where I hope there's an enemy, but it does not say any of that. I don't need the temporary hit points, but I will dash and keep going in this direction if I can see it.
Yeah, it's in the corner flickering above the lights right there. Right to the left.
6, 1, 2, 3, just barely. Although I guess I would. Well, it's resistant to that. It's got good. It's got good everything. I guess I'm just gonna have to hit it.
Yeah, hitting you'll do more damage probably.
It's got good AC anyway, but it's all bad really.
It's all bad. Until it's not.
I will just attempt to slap it.
17 misses it. Which will take us to Narrow. As Narrow, you see Zom
right here.
swinging out above the flames over here.
We're gonna try a starry wisp down there at near the flame where you hit.
All right.
Disadvantage.
It will be a disadvantage. 18 misses.
Great.
As
That's
the light
gonna be it.
sparks against the wall. That will take us to Morgana and Larissa. Dude on deck.
I am. Well, I can't really. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if I move like that's 5, 6.
He can't quite get past Narrow.
Yeah.
He's blocking the way.
That's okay. Well, might as well give it a go. I'm gonna get Morgana to try and rend attack.
Okay.
Potentially. She most likely won't hit, but you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
give me a rend attack at disadvantage with her. There's a chance. Well, an 8 is gonna miss.
Oh wait, sorry. Well, yeah.
Yeah. You can only do worse.
Okay.
Fair enough. Hey, that was worth a shot. That will take us to Dude. There's Sarah. You see Sarah Sundra about to leap after her as well. But Dude, you're a little quicker.
I'll run that way too. As I run, my eyes will begin to glow. I will cast See Invisibility.
Okay, that's your action.
Yes, sir.
And you see it.
Good,
Where
because I'm
we at?
probably down to about 20.
This little wisp with his face flickering in the corner above the flame, just kind of zapping around it.
I'll spend a focus and get 3 attacks.
All right. 20 will hit it. 24 will hit it.
And
That will miss it. For 10 points with your first of force damage is bursting, popping into it, and you would see this sparkle of lights as it burns into the flames of the candle underneath it. And we will hop out of combat there. As Sarasundra peeks around the corner, lets out a sigh, and goes to pick up another skull.
I ready myself.
I have not seen that happen before. I am sorry. But you came at an opportune time.
How did you come down here? Because we only saw one stairs coming down here.
You took it before we did.
Yes. Most likely, or afterward. It seems winding down here. But I do have some questions I need to ask. If you'll indulge me, perhaps you could ask some as well.
Talking with the dead.
They only know what they knew.
I think this is a place of importance as she motions over to the wooden statue that's been painted. And, well, it's dim now that dude's not here. He's busy looking in a bedroom without saying anything. But
wait.
I know. Dude, what are you doing? We'll get to you real quick. What are you doing?
I was just gonna take a quick look.
There's a full-ass bedroom down here. This would be a chandelier. Oh, no, wait. This is the chandelier's in here. It contains a wood-frame bed, feather mattress, a wardrobe. Looks like it's open, containing several robes. Pair of iron candlesticks. See an open crate with torches jutting out of it. And as well as 15 candles within it. And there is a footlocker underneath the bed.
Pull that footlocker out. Oh, try and open it up.
It's empty.
False bottom.
As you inspect for a false bottom, it's simply crafted. It's just empty.
Okay. I think we'll get back.
But it's a cool looking room. But Sarasunda, as I said, I have some questions to ask. Perhaps you have some of your own. I believe all of these might have been cultists. That one wasn't happy to ask about it, but I will do my best. And now you can see the wooden statue has been painted and carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a black cloak. As she starts whispering to it, in but a flash you would see the eyes of the skull ignite with that same green flame. Where are the other cultists? Oh. Cultists? That's awfully harsh. Why would you say that? As the mouth of the skull chatters, but this voice comes out of a woman. If you have any questions to ask, you can ask me and I will transfer them.
Looking for that artifact. Think this lady will know where it is.
Only one way to find out.
I don't know anything
ritual
about
room?
an artifact. What artifact?
Broadbeast.
There's a ritual going on downstairs or somewhere. They might know something about that.
Where is the ritual taking place? Oh. In the ritual chamber. We have to impress our glorious lord, Strahd von Zarovich. He'll free us. You would see Sarasanda roll her eyes. Where is this ritual chamber? Oh, if you keep going down the stairs, you'll find it. Just down, and down, and dark, and deeper. Well, I have one more question. If anyone else has anything, you should say so now. If you want to ask anything of this person. She holds the skull out, showing you all.
What do you want of Strahd?
We want to empower him so that he can take over and free us and lead us to righteousness. All that is good. In his name. And if the skull could smile, it would. Before those flames flicker out. Well, I think that was a curious notation. Ritual would be happening down. I need to ask about the priest of Ozypus. I have some more questions to ask these skulls. Carry on without me. Go to the ritual chamber. I will not be far behind.
You'll probably be in front of us.
If only things would work out so fortunate. If that were even fortunate. But thank you for coming to my rescue again.
Just stay safe.
You as well.
We saw stairs going down over by the spike trap, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Let's head that direction.
Further down the belly of the beast we shall go.
And as you
Time to end this.
continue down and deeper still, that is where we will take our little. That's where we're gonna end tonight, folks, as we are going down and deeper under Death House, the basement below the basement, the sub basement.
The basement squared.
The basement squared. Well, join us next time when we venture into the squared basement. It's square enough. But thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next week. Night, Internet.
Later.
Bye.
Right.